Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I'm doing a review, and I'm doing a review that I've been sat on for a very long time. I have tried to keep my mouth shut for as long as possible, but it's publication day, or rather it's publication week, of When the Curtain Falls by Carrie Hope Fletcher. This is the third fiction book from Miss Carrie Hope Fletcher, and this one revolves around the theatre. And if you know anything about me, I'm a bit of a theatre geek. I was a theatre student back in the day. I love all things theatre, so this one already had me hooked at go. Shall we get into it so I can stop just going It's based in a theatre in present day and in 1952. We've got two different timelines going along. It starts off with two characters called Olive and Oscar that are in present day. Olive has been treading the boards for years. Oscar is a soap actor who is coming into the theatre for the first time, and they're about to put on a play called When the Curtain Falls. So Olive and Oscar are friends, and maybe they're starting to become more than friends. There's a definite attraction between the two of them, and they're bouncing back and forth with each other, and that's how the present day story follows. Now, the 1952 one is the first time that When the Curtain Falls, this production, the first time it's been put on. Same theatre, same play, but in 1952. And this time you had the lovely Fawn Burrows, who is making her play debut. This is the third time she's ever stepped onto the board. She makes friends with the assistant doorman called Walter Brown, and they just they have each other's backs. They're just kind of nudging and going, "You're right, love," because not only does Fawn have to deal with this being the first time that she's going to be on stage, there's also this kind of dastardly, evil, very creepy, very scary villain in her life. And that puts a massive, massive shadow over the 1952 timeline. And that bleeds into the present day of Olive and Oscar. So the creepiness of 1952 just starts making its way through, and the ghosts turn up, and worlds just start to twist and turn, and it all gets a little bit creepy. And that is how the story kind of wiggles its way around, and we follow these two couples. This book really is, it's a love story to theatre. I've been critical of Carrie's writing before, finding it very slow and very over-descriptive. This one had me hooked within the first 50 pages. That hasn't happened before. It is so much more fast-paced than anything she's ever written before. It is wittier, it is funnier, it is more adult. She's really coming into her own now. There's not too much over-description, there's not too much going off on a tangent, it's very much to the point. The humour is a lot more adult, and that's not to say it's rude and not to say that it's vulgar. I mean just more clever, more intelligent. You have a lot of banter, you have a lot of flirting with the two couples. The two timelines mesh really well together. There's no kind of spacing or gapping where you just think, hang on, which timeline am I in, what's going on? It is very, very smooth and very, very clear between the two timelines, and the way that they interlink with each other, and the way that this villain from 1952 starts to take over the whole situation is very clever. I don't want to give too much away, but it is scary. The villain that runs through 1952 is just quite creepy, and there's a sense of danger in both timelines. In 1952, it's this creepy villain dude that has aspects of the Me Too campaign and aspects of just, no, gives me the collywobbles, he's terrible. In the present day, the danger is privacy and somebody coming in, taking over your life, and the whole world and the tabloids just clamouring at your door. You can see how Carrie has taken aspects of her life and stage door and things like that and put it into the book. And it tackles two major things that are still happening today, the Me Too campaign and privacy and the lack of it, which makes it very contemporary and speaks to the time now. Basically, it's just a flipping good ghost story with a bit of love. I am slightly in love with the way that Carrie writes bickering and flirting, because it's just sort of brilliant. Both couples bicker so much, but in a really lovely way, and it's just, it's so insanely cute. I think this book is a very, very cute ghost story, but the villains are flipping scary. I'm giving this 5 out of 5 stars. This is it. This is the Carrie book that I've been waiting for. This is what I knew she could write. I haven't touched on the fact there is LGBTQ plus characters in this. There is a lot of diversity always in Carrie's book. She includes everybody, which I love. I have waffled a lot on this book, but that is because I love it so much. If you have read it, I would love to know what your thoughts are too, so hit me up in the comments down below. Let's have a chat, because I love this book so much. I've been sat on this review so long. I hope you guys are good. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Phantom of the opera is here, inside your mind. There's nobody inside my mind, not even me. Birds that potato waffles, they're waffly birds. What are my boobs doing?